Welcome back to another Brews by the Magic Guy. I'm your host, Sean, and tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about Prime Speaker Vanifer and potentially a home for her in Legacy. If you guys know, we're home with the Robopod, always have been, and I think that the next iteration of this deck probably will use Prime Speaker. I've been working on this list a little bit in the background. But with all the hubbub, I know there's a couple other streamers or websites or YouTubers that have released some content pertaining to Birthing Pod. Um, and we don't need to go on a tirade. You know, those of you that have been with the Brew Spy channel, you guys know that we built this together a long time ago. So I want to focus more on what's so great about Prime Speaker. One of the great things about Prime Speaker is that she's blue. And one of the biggest problems with the deck always was having enough blue to pitch to force, much less, we even tried cards like Misdirection out of the sideboard. Whereas Misdirection, I think, goes much better in a deck that has a tremendous amount of blue. We never really were able to pull it off. By the way, I am queued for Pauper. We're waiting on that. So anyway, back to this list. I think the big takeaway is that now we have a whole nother set of blue card slots that open up because we're a little bit less reliant on the pods themselves. Thank you so much for the bits, Brian. Thanks for the 25 bits out of nowhere. How you doing, Brian? I know I need to do your speed brew, and I know that you already figured out what you want that to be. I don't have long tonight, though, for streaming. However, and I'm just trying to knock out a few more games of the Pauper League. However, I could be coaxed into doing that instead, so that is an option. And I wanted to show you guys one of the new games I got. There's a Steam sale going on, and I picked up a couple games on the cheap. Your choices are going to look something like probably we would do one of these. Monster Slayers, What Remains of Edith Finch, or maybe Grim Dawn would be something that we play. We do need to do some of these others though, like Ether Lords and Thea. But these are the three I probably would be looking to do an after show with tonight. But that's only if we get through the Pauper League, which with how long this queue is, I don't know if we're gonna have that happen. Well, it's good to hear, Brian. I'm good. I had a long day at work, to be completely honest with you guys. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream or not, because during my lunch, you guys probably saw the Robopod message I put out, and or some of you did anyway. And I really wanted to play this, but one, we still have some leagues, and this is actually a rather expensive list for me to play on Moto. I need to free up the loan. And I wanted to talk about the card hoarder loan system for a moment. So they have given me some keys. I don't know how I'm going to give those keys out, but I have some keys to the loan system. And I think I'm not sure on the exact details, because normally the key for non-streamers or team members, they do have like a subscription fee. I think that subscription's based on how many tickets you want to open. Let's go on their website while we're still waiting for. I think it's worth discussing. So if you guys are curious where I borrow my cards from, this or that, it is Card Hoarder, and I do have some keys that I'd like to be able to give out to you guys, because they're generously giving me some keys to potentially give away. I'm making you guys aware of the keys. I don't know how I'm gonna, I don't think I want to raffle them off. I think I want someone that has a long history of also being a Moto player. I think those are the people that probably would benefit from it the most, and that's probably who I would want to give the key to. But anyway, so you'd have access to something just like I do, and I think it would be a free subscription, but I'm not 100%. But they've updated the system. It's a lot easier to get in and out of orders now, as you can see. And that's really, really cool. I like that they've revamped the system. I think that viewers should make brews and then the spiciest of them get keys. That'd be kind of cool, Big Boss. That's kind of a clever idea. Make it a brew off. I only have 3 keys. I like that idea though, Big Boss. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'd like to talk about it with my mods a little bit, perhaps, or some of the subs. We do have a subs only channel. I don't know if any of you guys use it. I did put a message in there. I did drop some bits of information in there. Not that it's like super exclusive or something that like my normal viewers shouldn't be able to look at, but people that invest in the project, I'm curious if they have different viewpoints. You know, and it's our own little clubhouse. If you guys don't know how to use rooms, let me know. Happy to show you how that works. But anyway, it's a cool system. They're opening it to the public. It's not just going to be for card hoarder streamers anymore. It's going to be for you guys too. If you are looking to get more active on Magic Online, it's a cool way to do it. Going digital, that's fortunately or unfortunately kind of the future of formats like Vintage and maybe even Legacy is that. And it's also a cool place to play Cube. I think from my perspective, those are some of the best things to use Magic Online for. It's also a safe haven for practicing Modern any time of the week. You could even practice Standard on here, although a lot of people are choosing to do that on Arena. But there's something to be said to not have to grind for cards, and you literally just like in real life, you have cards and you can play them. But anyway, I guess my last 2 cents on Robopod is if you do the blue count now, thanks to Prime Speaker, it's 23 blue, 27 blue if you include the sideboard blue. That's a really healthy place for playing Force of Will that the deck just honestly hasn't had previously. So if you guys have any more ideas, I brought back the Pontiff, and I'm also running a Shriekmaw because with this many 4-drops, I do want to have a consistent 5-drop to be able to pot into. So let's say we draw the Thragtusk. We're not playing any Jaces. We're not playing the Brainstorm creature, or Brainstorm for that matter. So if we draw a pod target, we kind of get stuck, right? So having more than one 5-drop. Sure, if we draw the Engine or the Sphinx, like we're kind of out of luck. But I don't think it's that big a deal. I think it's going to be more important that we can go from 4 to 5 more often than necessarily 5 to 6, if that makes sense. And as far as the deck we're waiting on playing, so this is, for those of you that don't know much about Pauper, this is a one swing kind of kill them sort of deck. We kind of do that. No, color was fine. So in other words, what the deck's trying to do is it's all in on this Tireless Tribe. Now, there's quite a bit of burn removal in Pauper, so this guy is very resilient to that. You just have to discard a card, and he won't die to any burn spell unless it's like double burn spell, perhaps. So it's a 1/1 that has discard a card. Tireless Tribe gets +0/+4 till end of turn. So what's the big deal? It's really defensive. Well, actually, it's a bit of a combo with this card. Switch target creature's power and toughness until end of turn, draw a card. So basically, through draw engines like Gush, you may return 2 islands you control to their hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost, draw 2. So this just fills your hand. This is +3 cards in your hand because you're spending the Gush, but you're drawing 2 cards and you put 2 islands back into your hand, which is huge. So a Gush or 2 fills your hand easily to be able to kill them between Inside Out, and then of course you either need to Giga Drowse any blockers they might have, or you need to swing through. Shadow Rift gives you the ability to swing through. Target creature gains Shadow until end of turn. The Tireless Trap is so important to this deck that you even run really bad tutors for it, such as Dizzy Spell. This is the Transmute spell. It's legal in Pauper. It's common. But we're also trying out Foil. So I don't know how good Foil is. We've tried it a couple games. This is the you may discard an island rather than pay this spell's mana cost and another card counter target spell. So it's a free counter spell with a pretty high cost, but since we're gushing, if we even just cast 1 or 2 gushes, we should have enough islands and cards to pitch to the foil. Other than that, it's a pretty standard deck. The deck does get to play Circular Logic in a really cool way. These get turned on the moment we drop a tribe into play because it gives us that discard. So this is Madness. For those of you that don't know the Madness mechanic, you're able to discard a card and then counter something for each card in our graveyard. It's very easy for us to fulfill that. Other than that, it's got main board dispels because that's kind of the axis we need to fight back on. Probes to get the information so we know when to go for it. And just lots of cantrips, ponders, preordains, even some brainstorms. Brainstorm can be awkward in Pauper because you don't have fetches. You have Ash Barrens, which is the basic land cycling. You've got Evolving Wilds. Hey, what's up, Boot? It's good, my friend. It was good seeing you at Baltimore, man. It was. And it was fun being able to go out and get a beer with you. So we're still waiting. We've been waiting 11 minutes in the queue. I wonder if we're just not going to get a game here. I think we're 1-1 as well. Yeah, we're 1-1, so it's not like, you know, it's not like we're waiting for someone that can't prize anymore. Which sometimes on Moto takes a lot longer. You know, a lot of players, they'll drop, especially in these formats where it's a little harder to get an opponent. Did I get your Twitter message? Let me take a look. Let me take a look at a book. Sorry, guys, I wouldn't be answering this text if it wasn't related to my work. Yeah, I had a long day at work today, guys. Yeah, I know, huge queue time, like 12 minutes now. I had overtime today at work, which was, 2 hours of it after my normal work day, but that's okay. Whoa, with the bits. Thanks for the bits, Brian. Gosh, are we just not going to get a game? Here's what we're going to do while we're waiting for this queue. Because I don't have enough budget to grab the birthing pod deck. Thanks for those bits, Brian. You just trying to get it into the cup? That's funny, if that's the case. Let's do our daily quests. We're still really far away from unlocking the next whatever. So I'll just do some singles, just to kind of pass the time. But I'll keep the queue over here, and if it does pop, I can just jump out of this very easily. Hey, what's up, Evan? We're just playing a little bit of Arena while we wait for our game of Pauper to pop. Alright, this is not a keep. Mulligan. I would probably keep here. It's a little unfortunate. Well, yeah, it's a little unfortunate. If there's no white source. I mean, Field of Ruin will become a white source, but you got Cleansing Nova here, which is a little difficult to make that happen. Alright. I think I'll still just lead Sulphur Falls. You just can't get Vintage to pop anymore. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, the events themselves still pop. It's just leagues. Leagues, it's hard to get them going. I've noticed lately. Not that that has me worried. It's just that's reality. We don't need to play this mountain anytime soon. Yeah, we're 15 minutes in the Pauper queue so far. It's crazy, crazy. Just gonna adapt his Chamber Guardian. Sure. It's not like I can seal away the Guardian. All right, so we've got this sabotage. Probably what we'll do, though, I imagine we'll have the opportunity to just field his rootbound crag, right? Or maybe beggars can't be choosers. Kind of just need to keep the pressure low, I guess, until we can drop this Nova. Everyone likes a shiny video game. I'll admit there are a lot of players that seem to be liking Arena just because it looks good. But you also have to think about it from this perspective. Like, Moto, is still, in a lot of ways, in my opinion, king for, like, solo play. Like, if you're just doing testing, it's the perfect place. But, yeah, I mean, like, from a streaming perspective, and Evan, just like me, you and I were both streamers, you have to have something that's watchable, right? Oh, that's a problem. Well, let's find fifth land, I guess. Like, ideally, it's a white source. Clarion. Clarion wouldn't even clear out that 4/4 and play. And that's kind of the sad thing about it is okay, well, there you go. There's our second white source. It's kind of sad when you think about it that way. And card holders doing what they can. Evan, did you get, because they passed along, I have no idea if they gave any out to any other partners or any other card holder streamers. But I actually have a collection of keys to give out for, I'm assuming they're kind of just like the streamer keys. Also, I'm at 4. I mean, maybe I was supposed to seal away there. I'm kind of hoping he plays another threat and I can cleansing. I kind of just really want to cast this insight. It's fine. Oops. Let's do this. Weird that it doesn't tap the Field of Ruin there. That's strange. Guess maybe because it has an activated ability. Thinks that I might want. So we'll just Nova this. Yeah, it's doing that again. Surprised he didn't. Oh, adapt is 3 on the Guardian. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm surprised he didn't go get another Guardian. You were gonna ask Ryan if he wanted one. So, oh, were you just gonna die to some burnout? I wasn't sure if he was playing things like Shock or not. So we're probably losing this one unless I can counter the next Shock. So the way it looks like it's going here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can. Our colors are fine. We don't need to pop the Field of Ruin anytime soon. I'm fine with just. So creature spells can't be countered. That would kind of be a problem. Would kind of be an issue. Oh, it tapped both of my planes, which is awkward. I needed white mana. I was kind of hoping to go get another blue source and still seal away this guy. I really shouldn't do any of the auto tapping in this game. That's like another thing that frustrates me is that like it always seems to tap the wrong, not the wrong lands, just lands I'd rather not tap. Am I gonna die to this Llanowar Elf? I hope not. Okay, that mana actually seems fine. The old die to the Llanowar Elves game. Or, I mean, we're more likely to just die to a Shock, I imagine. But we're playing it out because we're still waiting in the Pauper queue for 20 minutes. But not only that, Druid. Okay. What's Insight? The that's greedy, but Teferi. Will transform. So could we Nova and follow it up with Wrath? Which mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not quite. That's okay. Well, he could go land and adapt this and kill us, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But we're good now. The fairy should start to pull us ahead. There's a land drop. Oh, we already played land. I guess, yeah. Yeah, so it's a really what's funny is it's an even better borrowing than they've given some of their streamers. I should really ask if they could, because I feel like I'm constantly constrained, especially when I want to play formats like Legacy or even Modern sometimes, Evan. So if they're going to be giving away 1,000 to these other codes, like I might, see if they can't upgrade the limit on my account or accounts like yours. Okay, but it's tapped. So do we just want to put Wrath in, or do we want to Escanta? We're probably supposed to Escanta. Sabotage. Draw a card, see what the options are. Another Sabotage. Could just Tribunal the Druid. Yeah, I mean, if they're going to give it out to people that might not even be streaming, I think it'd be nice if... Not that streamers need shinier things, it's just I would be able to borrow more decks simultaneously, which would be nice for streaming. Have you seen the speed brews that we've been doing on the channel, Evan? I think let's not die to like a shock off the top of my opponent's library. I'm not actually going to Escanta here. I'm going to hold up the counter spell. And then hopefully we beat them down with this Wrath. Ooh, that's the pretty Teferi. Do you have one of these, Evan? They gave... I think you were in the beta, weren't you? I was kind of excited about it. That was like one of the few things I was excited about with my arena play was the fancy... Some of these fancy little planeswalkers. Now, you could activate Escanta there and then untap with the Teferi. But, I mean, why not keep up double Sinister and not die to like a shock? Can't be countered. We're dead. We die. Not necessarily, but the outs to this are slim because both my Novas are in the yard. I'll see what I can do, though. We have a couple of outs to Carnage Tyrant in the deck. Oops. Scutta. We'll take the Karn. You got your full arts too? It's nice. Alright, let's dig for one of those outs. I just don't know if we have enough mana to play it, so the out I'm thinking of is... Well, it's none of these. Yeah, no, we're just dead. We have a land that isn't out to this. Both of our Novas have been played, I think, yeah. I do have a flashback capability. I mean, it's fine. This card beats decks like ours. It's not a big deal. I'm sure it was coming up though. We dug through a lot of cards. One of our outs would have been being able to flashback the sweeper, or I have a land that reveals all hexproof creatures for a reasonable cost. I, I have little to no emotional investment when I sit down to play a game of Arena. So now you guys know I like never give up, never surrender when it comes to like a game of Magic Online. But when it comes to Arena, I'm very much just like I'll concede, just trying to get my quests done kind of attitude. Similar to the kind of the attitude I have when I play like a game like Hearthstone. So, oh, I didn't see it pop. That's crazy. It's weird. So I had it over here. It's strange. But then like when I reopened Moto, it was over here. It's weird. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I know we're just killing a little bit of time in between finding an opponent. All right, we got somebody. So we give somebody a free win on here. And it's rude to sit there and not concede, you know. Let's get our Pauper on. I've been meaning to finish this league, Evan, for like over a week now. You absolutely keep this. So it's got Tribe, it's got Inside Out, it's got Rift. This is the 1-2-3 combo. The only thing we really need to do is find a Gush and a White Source. We find Gush and a White Source, and we're good to go. Our opponent's name is Thy Shuffler. It's kind of great. So, let's see, what else? Oh, elves. Elves might be a bad matchup. I know that our sideboard has a bunch of gut shots. I'm assuming it's for this matchup. Melody, Birchlore, okay, Quirion, Timberwatch. So he's got a lot of his card advantage engine kind of cards, which aren't the best of this matchup. So we really need to find White Source first. I mean, I don't think we should not take this. I think we definitely want to be able to deploy. And against an opponent like Elves, we can play the Tribe as early as next turn. Like, we're not under much pressure from the opponent to, well, there you go. That's pressure. This is not a bad start for them at all. If he has another 1-drop, he could tap the... Alright, so let's get the Tireless Tribe into play. And I may just do an end-step Brainstorm, as aggressive as that is, just to maximize our mana. We'll play another island, we'll Gush, and see if we can kill them. It does look like a turn 3 kill, doesn't it, Fox? So we have all the different things. Oh, we definitely want to get in there before you can start gaining life. Sure. This is probably a pretty lopsided matchup for Elves if we just have it. Obviously, if we're just sitting there spinning our wheels, I'm sure. But yeah, it does look like the kill, doesn't it? I mean, technically I have time, but I'd rather not let them Use the Well-Wisher. And as you can see, Gush, like, we end up with a lot of cards in our hand. Another tribe. Get to draw another card. Another card. Not bad. And this is a spot where we would have, if I kept the foil, we would actually have foil status. So this is where like our deck looks really powerful, right? All right, so gut shots to slow him down. He's going to be on the play. Piracy Charm is removal as well. You do have to swing through elves. There's no way around that. We have to be able to swing through. Giga Drowse is not an efficient way to do that. I think the dispels are bad as well. I think the foils are overkill. Doesn't mean I don't want something like Logic or Daze, but I think the dispel. Well, you got to be able to find the tribe sometimes. Yeah. I like the gut shots. I mean, Echoing Truth can really slow them down since their deck has a lot of redundancy. Apostle's Blessing is another way for us to swing through, and it's also a protection spell. Not that we need it as protection in this match, we just need to be able to swing through green creatures. So that's why I like the idea of Apostle's Blessing, because we can't find a Shadow Rift, like we're not getting through. Other than that, the last card could be anything from... Like, Giga Drowse technically is a way to swing through, but Echoing Truth could do the same thing depending on the board state. I mean, maybe we should still run a Giga Drowse just so that we can break through. Might still be correct to run some number of Giga Drowse. Oh boy. Let's run the Echoing Truth. What format you playing, Atone? Modern? Pauper's fun. It's cheap. It's fun and cheap. Those are really the two big things going with it. Going for it, I should say. I feel like the metagame in Pauper stays really, really steady. Which I can't say for Modern. I certainly can say for Legacy. Legacy's relatively stable. Although I do like to brew in that format anyway, despite how stable it can be at times. Hey, what's up, Dry? You might like Pauper, Atone. It's not very expensive to get into, so it might be fun for you to just switch it up. Give something else a try for a change. But I mean, if you're already playing Legacy and Modern, it's kind of hard to justify. I think I keep this. It's got a way to break through, and it's got the combo. Just need to cantrip to the dude. Well, we need White Swords and the dude, but hopefully this takes us there. No, well, there you go. There's the White Source we needed. Now we just need to find tribe. I think Brainstorm Evolving Wilds is a trap. But maybe not. Counter a mana elf at this point is fine. There you go. And Tyler's Tribe isn't even weak to something like a gut shot. We just discard. Ooh. Longbow. I don't know. That seems weak though. Like he's not attacking with a Vanguard. If he tried to ping at any time, I can just protect. Anyway, I mean it's definitely doing. It's not doing zero, you know. I wouldn't say it's doing zero per se. Aha. Because what he can do is he can, you know, force us to discard, which you certainly should. So, no, it definitely will have an effect on us. It might be correct for me to just let go of the tribe if we can't find a gush in the next turn or so. You know? Love modern, Phoenix matchup and stuff are fun. You could play like a Mausoleum Secrets deck, right? You know, the longbow is actually going to be a problem for sure, chat. There's Rift. So we'll probably pitch Blessing. Like, is it better for me to be pitching cards or hope to draw to another tribe? Now, if the opponent knows what they're doing, what they'll do is they'll wait until I go for the kill and then they'll ping. So I'm hoping they make a mistake. Because technically I might have to attack with more than one tribe. It just kind of depends on how well my opponent knows the matchup, basically. I mean, we're already down, what, 1, 2, 3 cards because of the Viridian Longbow. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't counter that with a logic. No, Elves is sweet in Pauper. I actually think Elves is very, very strong in this particular format. But yeah, if the opponent knows the matchup, which it seems like they do, I actually shouldn't be able to get there with the tribe unless they make a mistake. So we may have to go for a game 3. He's pinging now. Oh, well, he has enough mana. He'll ping with one creature, and then he'll move it and ping with another creature at this point. Yeah, so we've lost this one because we have to hold on to the tribe, and then he'll move this to. Yep. In fairness, I think we weren't going to see the gush in time. Well, actually, that's interesting. I mean, this is our shot, right? So we have to hit something juicy on. Oh, we didn't hit anything juicy, so like we would have needed to see gush there. This is coming up. All right. So the longbow was actually quite good. We can put the disenchant in. See nothing wrong with that. We can cut the truth. Actually, truth would have gotten rid of the longbow issue. I don't think this matchup is about logic. I mean, circular logic, I mean. But yeah, Phoenix is a thing in Legacy too now. Although it's more of a fringe. No, I wouldn't say it's fringe. It's a powerful strategy. Card is very strong. It's hard to justify. I mean, I think if you wanted to be better against Phoenix, you play an archetype that could get away with running relics. I mean, like we may see a modern format where people are just playing relics again, where people are playing. If you're in black, you would even consider Spellbomb. If you're in green, you'll play extra copies of Scavenging Ooze. I mean, the format, in some of the red decks will play Magma Spray. The format will readjust itself. So this has some of the pieces I need to go for the win, but it doesn't have everything else I need. But we'll keep it though, it's functional. Does that make sense? So if you're playing Abzan Company, just go heavier on Scavenging Ooze. In fact, I think that a lot of decks should be playing Relic of Progenitus that aren't. Like some of the slower, fairer decks in the format, besides Tron, I think certainly could benefit from. Oh, this is actually really perfect. These are all the things that we need. Scooze feels too late. Yeah, I mean that's why I might advocate for Scattershot Archer's weird flying. Yeah, I don't know what the archer is here for. It seems strange. I'm gonna counter this Rangers because we saw his hand kind of needs. Oh yeah, Circular Logic's one of my favorite things about this deck, by the way, chat. If you didn't know, I think one mana counter most anything in the format is freaking sweet. So you have some really cool tools when you play the Tireless Tribe deck. Um, it's that weird spot where it's like, do I go for it? The answer is probably no. I'm probably just supposed to play wilds and say go, and maybe I cycle the inside out. I could hit a brainstorm. Thinking if I want to thin first or if I want to inside out first. Yeah, Circular Logic is super cool. We'll do it after because I didn't hit a brainstorm. Truth. I mean, we can just sit here for a moment. Opponent has really nothing going on over there. It's fine. Ponder. So we need a way to swing through. And we need a way to... Well, we already have Gush. Yeah, we just need a way to swing through. Right? Disallow Geist of St. Traft. There you go. Yeah, I thought about playing just like a relatively tight Jeskai Geist, but then play Disallow. Let's see. I mean, opponent's not putting pressure on us, so we'll just continue to draw. Could gut shot the Warden. I'd rather gut shot Mana Dorks. Ooh, Spider Silk armor. That's sweet. Alright, Charm. They do technically have an island in their mana base, but they usually would search for it. Fine shotting that. In his end step, if he doesn't play another dude, we can just truth. I mean, what we're probably doing is honestly charming this Mystic and truthing the Archer and trying to go for it. Bottom. There's a Gush. We have land drops, so this is okay. I don't hate it, the idea of it. I really shouldn't do that. We should really keep some of these fetches just due to we have plenty of Gush, but we just need to find a way to swing through. Unless I didn't math that properly and we had him dead right there, which is very possible. Alright, well there's our way to swing through, so we're good to go. Oh, we drew a Shadow Rift anyway. I mean, yeah. That's funny. It's technically still the better play. Discard. Doing the things. Opponent's hoping we make a mistake. I'm not planning on making a mistake. Oh, that took a really long time to get a match. Now it's 12:27 at night. Why don't we... I'll screenshot this and put it in the chat. We were talking Robopod tonight. I mean, again, I think I should still queue us for Pauper, even if we're playing an Aftershow game, just because it's taking so long to get this league done. But yeah, do you know what I'm talking about, Atone? I did the wrong button. Wrong button? Yeah. I would agree with what Dry is saying, but if you wanted to do something cool with it, like there's a few different triggers that are worth countering. So you could theoretically use it with a Geist of St. Traft. But anyway. So I'll keep us in the queue for that. We could do some MTGA. We could do Could do Monster Slayers. This one's probably like the least. Oh, we have an opponent. Never mind. Well, maybe we will get through this Pauper League after all tonight, which would be good. Because then it frees us up. Frees up more budget. Do some more speed brews. I'll probably keep this. It's a pile of cantrips, but that's an easy bottom, I think. There's Gush. So we got the Shadow Rift, we've got a Gush, we need a White Source, we need...
Welcome.
Sorry, let me close this down. I thought we were going to play a different game for a moment. So Monster Slayers was actually kind of the precursor to games like Slay the Spire, which is really interesting. Okay, so if we ponder, we can Ash Barrens the rest of what we don't want. I don't really want any of this. I mean, I really shouldn't not take a ponder. Can I undo? No. I mean, technically I shouldn't not take a ponder, but... Oh, well, I guess I'm glad I shuffled. Yep. Island go. Oh yeah, I mean, like the rest of the deck would need to be a very tight Jeskai Geist. You know, is how I would see it, like a really, really tight Jeskai Geist. But even then, you'd be stretching yourself. I mean, I'd be happy to brew it for you, Tone, if that's what you want to do for like a speed brew. Could be an interesting thing to do. Brainstorm, storm. That's fine. What's up, Raccoon? Play Noble Hierarch. Play Standard. I mean, it could be like a Bant Geist. The problem is, at that point, aren't you more like Spirits than you are Jeskai? Could like play like a Bant Geist with Noble Hierarch, and then the Geist can get through on more board states technically because you'll have Exalted. You'll have between one or more Exalted triggers. We could do like a Bant Geist that's more like tempo and not so much, not trying to be so much like a Jeskai Geist. I've always felt that there's strong synergy between Noble Hierarch and Geist of St. Traft. Bottom. I almost would rather keep up the lot. Well, no. He isn't playing a red splash, it looks like. Let's get a little greedy here, I guess. There's the inside outs. Let's go bottom, top. I mean, I hope he doesn't have a red splash. That would suck. I mean, technically we could still protect the tribe. You gotta look out for the tribe. Oh, weird, he does have black mana. Okay. Well, I think you're dead, opponent. Potentially. I don't really want to have to fight him when he's got the black mana. Well, looks like this game is ours. So we'll circular logic the counterspell. Opponent is gushing. Sure. He might have been looking for foil, by the way. The Delver decks are playing a couple copies of foil at the moment. That's a no joke. They are. They're playing that. So he'll have a lot of removal. Let's play the Standard Bearers. Let's play the Blessing to try and protect. Now, Piracy Charm's interesting. They do have islands. It's another way for us to swing through. Yeah, they do have big threats. They're going to be playing Gurmag Angler. I don't think I want to play Journey, even though that's the case. I don't want to go overboard on that. And really, foil is not the way. When he's on the play, Day's a little weaker. Foil is really not the way for us to break through. Probably cut those. Maybe even the Giga Drowse as well. I mean, like, again, Giga Drowse is another way to fight a counter war when you think about it. Trim a couple of probes. I know more or less what the list looks like. You'd have to play Dorks or Brawl and Electromancer. Yeah. I think this hand's fine. Well, I mean, even look at like Counterflux, even look at Absorb that just entered Modern. You know, a lot of people were excited about that and wanted to give it a shot. I still think Absorb's kind of a cool one of like, or two of even in like a not a Jeskai, but like a Esper, like a couple different strategies I could see using it. So we have Tribe, we have Inside Out, we have some protection. We need Gush. We need a way to swing through. It's fine. Opponent whiffs on their Augur of Bolus. Meanwhile, we're seeing a lot more land than we really want to see with our deck. Surely he won't miss this time, right? Have you heard the good news about Swan Song? Opponent missed again. Whew, and he's going to foil? Okay. Oh, that's not good, chat. So we'll mark him. We'll inside out. That guy will die. Standard bear. That'll die. I know, I'm using inside outs as kill spells. It's kind of hilarious. We might just beat them down with our 1/1s. You guys like that we use these inside outs as a kill spell, I think, right? You guys are into that? That's something you guys are probably into, right? Sorry, it's related to my work again. All right. So we probably will pitch this island. To make it 6. Put him to 14. It's probably Gurmag. I don't really want this board state to change, but maybe that's an aggressive circular logic from me. Gets a gush. You didn't miss it, Raccoon One. I need to finish this Pauper League first before I can get us into Robopod, but it's already It's almost midnight my time, so I don't even think we're gonna do an after show, which is fair. I mean, if we're not doing Robopod, we'll certainly talk Robopod though. I wanted to talk about the list with you guys, so I'll put this back in the chat so you can take a look at the changes and tell me what you think. But no, I mean, I want to finish this Pauper League finally, and I'd like to probably go to bed because I'm exhausted, Raccoon. I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream today just because I got all excited about Robopod because I brewed it or I was rebuilding it and posted it during lunch, and then I did 2 hours of overtime. So I know that's a very adulting thing to say, but I'm terribly exhausted. So I hope you guys can forgive me, and we'll play some Robopod when I have a little less work and I feel more up to it. We'll definitely do it. I think the deck is sweet. I think that it has a lot of potential. That's a dispel. Kind of need this brainstorm to resolve. Yeah, I don't think it'd be a very fun time. I don't know if you can tell from my voice. My voice tends to get a little raspy and just low. Actually, I should have kept the dispel, shouldn't I? Actually, I don't think I should bottom the. Can I undo that? I guess not. All right. I know I'm like juggling my job and the stream and a lot of other responsibilities right now. I'm actually moving to another apartment, same apartment complex, but we're gonna have a better situation. Not that where I'm staying right now isn't nice. It's just well, um, transmute. I'm gonna go get a way for us to swing through this board. So we're gonna go grab the Shadow Rift. Well, actually, maybe I should grab Giga Drowse because we need to tap the Angler and also maybe this was wrong. I was thinking I just want to try to swing through, but maybe that's the wrong approach. But there's a lot of threats on the table, and there's quite a few lands. It might be hard to get a Giga Drowse big enough to tap the blockers and the relevant mana. All right, what day am I going to be open for a speed brew? Probably Sunday. Friday, I'm seeing my best friend's last rock concert. His band is disbanding. Get it? No. They're disbanding the band because he had his first kid this year, past year. So, and I'm trying to get his kid to refer to me as Uncle Sean. I'm still working on that because I'm not actually a blood relative. Um, but yeah, so I already bought tickets for that, and let's see if we can scare him with this. Da, da, da. So we found a Giga Drowse. We're covered on the spot removal with the bear. Like we would, I don't think we rush things. I think we're actually in a really reasonable spot Or, well, we could take another hit before we have to start blocking. Sorry, I like doing work at the same time that I'm playing a game. Adult life. Adult life. There we go. Okay. I promise you I'm not texting a woman. I am. I just texted location to one of my bosses. We'll take this hit. He didn't flip the Delver, so they probably drew land, maybe creature. Well, those are the only possibilities. I don't think we spend the Giga here, do we? Do you Giga to tap the blue sources? Because we've got the black source. We've got the removal covered with the standard bear. We can just... Like, we're good. You know, kind of like a bad Spellskite effect. Disbanding. Yeah, my buddy's band is disbanding. I wasn't part of this band. We've been in different bands together. I kind of just want to tap down the blue sources. Because, like, we're going for it next turn, right? Well, actually, hold up. I think we need every single card if we're going for it next turn. I think we need every single card. Granted, like, I won't be able to play through a counterspell, though. Yeah, actually, that was a mistake. Another way I could use the Giga is I could tap down the relevant threats with the Giga Drowse. Ah, that was a mistake. I should have just gone for it this turn. I mean, I'm buying us 2 extra draws, right? Or at least 1 extra draw if I use the Giga Drowse that way. And we could maybe block with 1 standard bear. Like, so imagine what we do here is we tap the Delver and the Angler. So let's get the information off his Delver first. Dispel? Okay. No, I'm not dating my... No, I'm not... I would never date my boss. Be weird. This one on an Angler. That one's on a Delver. Technically, I should put 2 of them on the Delver because he just showed us Dispel. Like, 2 on the Delver is more safe because we're at 3. 1 on the Angler. If he fights on the Angler, like, we can still get there. Alright, so we have to go for it next turn. An opponent may have amassed enough counter magic. I mean, we have to already fight through a Dispel. So there's that. Preordain. Bottom, top. So we have 3 mana. 4 mana gives me logic and everything else. Opponent should totally fight over this. It's the last Inside Out. I guess not. Oops. This is game 2, though, right? We took game 1, so there's still potential. I find it hard to believe that he doesn't have another counterspell. Yep, I can't pay for it. We did see kind of an awkward mix of stuff. And Piracy Charm would have made us able to swing through. It would have given us Island Walk. So I think I like our configuration. I don't think we change a thing. We didn't have a high enough density of cards to justify foil in the slightest, you know. So I think using these as kill spells was a little bit adorable, and we shouldn't have done that. Keep here. Some good interaction. Part of the combo, so to speak. We also were trying to do that without Gush. Like, Gush is much more important to the combo than I think a lot of players would. And we do need 2 island to go off, so I'll take an island. Like, it's much more important to the combo than a lot of people would like to admit. I think this is fine. A lot of players would admit that, or would say it's not all that important. In fact, I might even stagger this preordain. Well, no, we're going to probe first. So we will be looking at fresh cards with the preordain. He's got to snuff out this time. Foil, dispel, dispel. Okay. Curse of Chains. I like just going for it. We're not going to redraw that Plains. I'm just going to get it off this Evolving Wilds. No black source yet for the opponent. He might have just drawn one, is why. Nope. I think I'm fine with this exchange. We could get a Dispel out of it. I don't want to spend all my Dispels just fighting over cantrips. I think that's unwise. But I kind of tempted him into using one of his Dispels, so he's got one less. And he's Brainstorm locked. Sweet. Oops. I'm just trying to get the get a Plains. Oh, that's not good. Actually, hold up. Opponent might be tempted to foil, decides not to. Honestly, because we have 2 more Brainstorms, maybe I shouldn't have even done that. You know? Because if I draw a Brainstorm in the next 2 or 3 turns, I'll feel really silly. Yeah, on a side note, I am excited about what Card Hoarder's doing. I think the, ooh, it's tempting. Get my foil here. Okay, so there's the other Dispel. And it may seem like we have a lot of lands. Technically, we do. Curse of Change is kind of a weird choice, but it may seem like we do have a lot of lands drawn this game. You're not wrong, but you know, when you have Gush, it'll seem like we have a lot. Like with these Giga Drowses, I could see us even just end step Giga Drowsing the turn before we play the threat. And again, Giga Drowse technically is a way to not only start a counter war, but also it's a way for us to tap down potential blockers. Yeah, I do feel stupid because here's the Brainstorm. Yep, and I feel stupid. But I brought that upon us. That's fine. Yeah, in a way. In a way. Opponent's got a slow clock. We got plenty of time. And their hand is kind of stacked, so something to think about. Can't cast the snuff out till they find a swamp. Yeah, I am excited, Dry. So they gave out some codes, by the way. Card Hoarder gave out some codes to another dispel. Okay. To give out. Sorry, I didn't finish my sentence. My brain's starting to glaze over. I'm pretty exhausted. Yeah, so we how do I want to do this? So those codes are basically so you guys can get in on the card borrowing program. They're very special, though. I think somebody was recommending that I do like a brew off uh, to give away the codes, to give away my 3 codes. But I just got them in an email today, so it's very new. If you guys are just hearing that news, it is new news. There's a gush. I kick it back to the opponent. They haven't flipped their Delver just yet, so we have a little more time. Imagine they're going to play another, so a Dispel. This will be Gurmag. I technically could have tapped the swamp. Like, I could have tapped the swamp and the Insectile Aberration, but that's kind of a weird play. Isn't it? Like, this is a weird play, too, potentially. Like, tap the Delver, tap all their islands. It's got to be a weird play, right? Especially if I don't have my threat already to play. It's kind of a bizarre play for me, I'll admit. We're seeing a lot of lands, chat. Should have cracked that first. But that's what happens with this deck sometimes, is you spin your wheels if you don't see like all the different pieces that it needs. Like, you can see a lot of cards. This deck can see a lot of cards, but we're just dead on board. Good games. Opponent's got a full fist of cards over there. Now, what was the other thing that we lost to in this league? It was this matchup. That's not me saying it's an unwinnable matchup, but the blue-black Delver does a better job interacting with us than most of the decks in the format. I'm curious how far away our dude was. 3 cards. So, Let's just finish this league. Finish it. That way, that'll free me up to play other formats for you guys next time, like Legacy or what have you. I don't. It's not that I don't like Pauper. I actually think Pauper should see a lot more play, and the reason is because it's a much more affordable format for people that want to play with older cards. You know, it's a sweet format. Let's play a little bit of Arena while we're waiting, while we're queued. I think it's a sweet format. I will say that it's underrated. There are some pure combo decks in the format besides the one you see us playing. I think this hand's fine. I mean, there's some things that they could do to Moto to make players like me much more happy, and there are definitely things that they could do to something like their arena product to make even veteran players like me more happy. Like maybe I should just play with full control like the whole time, right? All right, good game. We got there. See, Arena, we're so good at Arena, guys. Did you see that? And I get credit for that. 250 for doing nothing. If you know what my goal, though, with Arena is, I'm trying to build the red-green, or the red-blue 1,000-year storm deck. I think that would be really fun for me, and something that we can maybe get some more viewership here, and then get those players interested in older formats slowly but surely is kind of my goal. And come on, it's got a pretty Ral Is It Viceroy in it. You can't go wrong there. Easy. And I was even thinking about just splashing a little bit of white as our mana on here gets better. This should be playing the... I haven't updated it to all the cards I've unlocked. Like, surely this would have maybe even 2 Search for Escanta. I think Radical Idea does go in a deck like this. But yeah, just we'd figure it out. Still waiting for an opponent if you're curious with the Pauper deck. We should go to View Deck. I'm paying attention to it. Don't worry, chat. Like a white splash gives us Teferi, gives us some good sideboard, gives us Clarion. So I don't hate the idea of a white splash. It's just my mana's not very good at the moment. So I think that's a little greedy. We could play Karn. I actually think it is playing Karn. Yeah, I threw the Karn in there. There you go, Sulfur Falls. Not that Karn should go in every deck, but can cut some of these lands. It's a lot of basics, though. It's a lot of tap lands, though. Really don't want to play any of these eventually. Maybe like a Field of Ruin or 2. Maybe even 3. I mean, when your mana is like this, it's tempting to just get a little bit more out of your mana. Well, I don't even know why we would want Detection Tower, because the most popular hexproof threats are like huge. So I don't even know what the point of that would be. Still waiting. 4 minutes. I'll play another game. Yeah, Skanta's good. We got 2 of them in our collection here. This is just a pile of planeswalkers and spells is what this is, but I'm enjoying playing it, I suppose. As far as much enjoyment as I can get out of this. Yeah, if we don't find an opponent in the next 5-10 minutes, I'll probably... just probably just do an after show with you guys. This is a bad hand, but we'll keep it. Hello. No turn 1 Llanowar. Lucky us. Teferi, Karn hand. I saw this really cool add-on on another stream where you guys would be able to mouse over cards in my hand if I'm playing Arena. So that does actually seem kind of neat. I was thinking of picking up that extension. Ooh, Abzan. Bugler. No. It's a little more value than I'm interested in you having, good sir. No value. No soup. No soup. I mean, we definitely get white source here. Reds are splash. Sure. Still in the queue. Almost 6 minutes. I think you guys wouldn't mind if Arena showed up on my stream just as kind of like an in between long queues kind of a game for now. You know, just doing our squeezing in the daily quests. More or less is my attitude towards it. Oh, I should have hit the cemetery actually there, I think, because he just played planes. Yeah, I should have hit cemetery. That's okay. But how are you guys doing while we're just kind of chilling out? You guys having a good evening? Hope you guys have been bringing your own music to the stream because I don't plan on playing music on here anytime soon. Or at least copyrighted music. Oh, the bits are falling in the cup. Thanks, Brian. I don't know where that came from. Uh, our opponent's taking a long time to resolve this field of ruin. Thanks for those bits, Brian. I appreciate you. You got a little song out of me somehow. All right, Karn. We just do this. Oh, I'm sure he has a Vraska's contempt for our Karn, so we should definitely plus. I am okay with either of those cards. Thank you very much. I love how, like, I do like that the Planeswalkers go, well, we can't even see it anymore, but they go full art on Moto, on MTGA. Yeah, you got a song out of me. And then we played Teferi, but this Teferi is going to have Negate behind it. It's just why this card's so stupid. If you want to know why Teferi is pretty stupid, it has everything to do with the fact that you get to untap and have Negate behind it, or whatever. No. Stop it. Stop it with your contempts. So contemptuous. Freaking mission briefing? This is going to be sweet. You guys get to see me go kind of ham with this Teferi. It's fine. So I'm going to mission briefing these to the bottom. That was an excellent surveil. Going to give flashback to the scatter. We'll scatter the rejuvenator because that's just cool. That's just sweet. There's your standard Snapcaster mage. Opponent scoops. Opponent knows what we did was sweet. They had enough. And again, that's an advantage. I shouldn't look at that as a disadvantage. You know, Evan's been doing quite well streaming a little bit of MTGA because he is a good and competent Magic player. I am maybe some of those things. I definitely pride myself more as a brewer. But I can play tight when I want to and care, you know. I usually am goofing off a little bit more and I take the brewing side of Magic more serious. But anyway, but if I was to play even just slightly tight, like people would notice. Because no offense, I've watched just a few. I'm not trying to point fingers, but I've watched some really loose MTGA streams. So yet they have a lot of viewers. So I don't know. I think at the end of the day, people aren't necessarily looking for any sort of good, right? They're looking for entertaining. They're looking for someone who's got a good personality. They're looking for, yeah, those kinds of things. Pleasant commentary. I don't know. I'm sure they're there for whatever reason it is. A lot of time, like when it comes to streamers, you kind of see what is it you attract what you are, right? So people will go to streams where they see something in the streamer that is familiar. We'll keep this in. All right, good luck. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys at all, but yeah, you can kind of see yourself in them, so to speak. Similar interests or whatever. I mean, I would assume the folks that are coming here, creature or land, you got it. I'm sure a lot of you folks are, maybe in the technical field, fellow engineers or whatever, maybe. Goreclaw, that's sweet. I'm not even mad. That's awesome. We'll still play this plains. There's no guarantee I'm going to get the field. Well, actually, we don't need the second white source. Let's just play the field. He may or may not have. It might just be mono green, so we may not get to use the field, which is unfortunate. So I kind of need another blue source. Maybe down the line we'll need a red source. Should I even respect the Wayfinder? Because Wrath blocks and kills that. I think I don't respect it. I think I'm just like, whatever. I don't want to seal it away either. Assuming he just wants to play Goreclaw. That's fine. So I'm trying to eat up this Wayfinder. And maybe that's greedy. Taking an unnecessary risk like that. Blocks. There you go, Sulfur Falls. So that gives us the Sabotage. He also might just not attack with the Goreclaw if I sit back. Oh no, yeah, never mind. I should definitely attack. So it gets +1 to its toughness. Yeah, it's Goreclaw and other. Or we could just seal away the Goreclaw. Ooh. That is aggressive. This might also just be a good spot to get the Syncopate off. Oh gosh. I should have gone to control mode. It literally did not leave open my seal away. That's fine. We can take a hit here, but I should have pushed control before I cast the Syncopate. I think the software tries to prioritize your basic lands for paying for things, I guess. But like the Field of Ruins are relevant in this game, so that's fine. We'll just play this Teferi and win the game. I mean, like that's just how stupid good Teferi is. It's not. I'm not even trying to BM the opponent or anything like that, guys. I hope you understand that. It's just card is really good. Card is very good. By the way, we are still in the Pauper queue for 13 minutes. Just putting that out there. Grun the Lonely King. Yeah. That happens. And again, maybe I'm supposed to sabotage the Grun. The search for Skanta. Would I be willing to play against viewers? Theoretically. I just wanted my opponent to get their 34-34 and be happy. But then I will take it from them. They did make a huge creature, I'll give them that. Graveyard. I mean, I might be willing to play. I'm not sitting here saying my deck's good. We built this Jeskai deck on a budget. I'm assuming it's bad. I built it from scratch, and I'm assuming it's bad. The only thing that might make it good is that we just piled on a bunch of planeswalkers in it. You know. Technically could have cast the Chemister's Insight proactively, and then we'd only be down 2 mana due to the Teferi effect. Like I could have cast the Insight on our turn, and then this or that. Oh, ooh, we found an opponent. Whew, saw it in time. Sweet. Yeah, we did some more of our daily quests. I know. We've got Legacy, deck brewing in the background, Pauper on the forefront, a little bit of MTGA in between rounds. All right, this is our last game of Pauper, win or lose. Let's see if we get there. This hand isn't the worst. It's got 2 parts of the combo and a cantrip. I think we keep that. Last deck he was playing green, mono green. I don't like looking though. I'd rather not look it up. I'm assuming if it's green though, it's probably like it could be elves, it could be the mono green Stompy. But who knows? I mean, in Pauper the decks are so cheap you could have many decks, which is nice. You know, I think a lot more players should play the Pauper format just because of how cheap it really is. I don't really want to see third island just to keep a ponder. I think I will shuffle. No, drew an island anyway. It's okay. There's always Gush. And I should, I think, be aggressively gushing with this deck to try to dig to pieces. We need white source. We need a way to potentially swing through attacker or blockers. I mean, we need a way. We need the. We need the. Oh, we're playing against red-white tokens or potentially just red-white Boros. All right, but there's our white source. We already have some permission. Why don't we bottom top? Sad that I played my land already for the turn. If we gush, we go to too many cards. I don't really want to discard down at this point. Yep, so red white mid range. They have a lot of removal. We can slog through some of it. There's another gush, huh? That's not really what I wanted to see. Two cantrips, a gush, combo piece, land. Probably what I would pitch here is the Dispel. Because some of the way that they interact is sorcery speed, believe it or not. You've got your Firebolt. They also main deck the enchantment, Journey to Nowhere. So that's not all that rare. And ideally, we don't brainstorm until we've played enough. Oh, okay. So we tribe. I'm going to leave open blue source here. Now, we can fight over their burn by just discarding. The way that we would fight over the white removal has to be the circular logic. So hopefully they only have one piece of white removal here. Yeah, okay, so Vile. Interesting. Can't attack or block. That is interesting. wonder how I feel about this. Is that actually like technology for our deck? I mean, I know they just run it because it's a bouncy castle thing, but they could literally like the turn that I go for. Oh no, that doesn't matter. The reason it doesn't matter is because technically when I should be using the tribe is during the attack step. Like I should go to attack. Or you'd just be. Actually, I'm going to end step brainstorm here. I mean, I'd like to just go for it, chat. Are you guys going to crack the vial here? Okay. Oh, preordain. I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually had considered countering the vial, but it seemed like maybe that's aggressive. He doesn't have a tremendously powerful clock, but we could just kill him here, which we just drew the win. This does kill. Oh, never mind. I don't actually have. I should have played my island. That's my bad, chat. I thought we had the kill. I forgot about the prismatic strands in his graveyard. So that does do some damage prevention. Wait, prevent all damage from white source. Yeah, this white. Okay. That's my bad, chat. I got a little ahead of myself. I was like, yeah, we got it. Oh, wait. Whoops. So how do we recoup that? I guess we can't. Well, okay, so we've got the rift to go off again. We don't need this. Giga Drowse is probably overkill in this matchup. It's as simple as drawing the second copy of, I guess, third copy of Inside Out. Because I cycled one earlier. Okay. But he's got a pretty slow clock. Now, don't forget they do have burnout potential. That sucks that I wasn't thinking about the flashback spell. I should have played my island before I started going for it. We could have won. It's okay, it happens. Like trickery. That would have been the best turn to go for it too. just because now that I've gushed, I'm one land behind, and technically our combo needs three lands to be really happy. Needs three, so I put us a little behind. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. It's a bunch of burn. Yeah, Russia is dead unless we go for it now. Nah, we won that, and I just threw it away. That's okay. We don't deserve to win if we're going to play it wrong. So it was one little mistake, which was just drop the land there. So the way that we win this matchup is probably bearer. Other things that are good in this matchup is maybe the Apostle's Blessing. The Giga Drow seems wrong for this matchup. Run it back. We're on the play, so I like the days still. I think the probes are fine. I mean, if you wanted to switch the probes for something else, I don't know, the Hydroblasts. But I think this is overkill. This is like basically just for burn. The triple Hydroblast. That's disappointing, guys. I'm sorry. It was very simple. Like, we had the kill, just needed to play my land. Because we had when we were going off, we had a circular. Sand is fine. I wish it had some of the pieces to the combo, but I think what I'll do is actually so preordained to a preordained, we can ponder and evolving away what we don't want. Brainstorm Wilds. I'll take a brainstorm. Don't really want those other two. Here, we'll preordain those away. Bottom. Not that circular's bad. It's cool, double brainstorm. Not that circular's bad. Just it's not great either. Until we have they're really not good at all until we have our build around card, the until we have tribe. Speaking of tribe, all right, so let's brainstorm. Tribe and another tribe. And again, like, you can, that's another way to soak removal is just have double tribe. Let's put back this island. I might even put back the bear and just play double tribe just because it's more mana efficient. Let's pay for a probe. I don't really want to do anything else. So trickery, bolt, strands, prism, crag. There was a time on Moto where Gitaxian didn't actually do that, by the way, didn't reveal and let you put their hand into the reveal pile. There was a time it did not do that. Probably just casting the prism, sure. But yeah, like the first try we might not even fight over. Like, theoretically he could just be here to soak the I was kind of hoping to hit a cantrip there. And we could even fight over a burn spell with a dispel. I mean, it's more or less the same as me discarding a card. When it comes to burn spells anyway. I mean, technically, just discarding a card is better than to protect from a burn spell is better than spending a card because you're tapping mana to do so. Now, we will definitely fight to protect the second tribe as best we can. So this hand is 1 unknown. Bolt Trickery, Strands, unknown. A little risky to do it this way, but I kind of want to maximize this turn because we're missing one piece to the combo. There goes the Trickery. There's the bolt. It's 2 white creatures. It's an white creature. So brainstorm logic. So we'll have to counter the Strands, so we actually want the logic. I think we have enough time to justify both of those, but maybe not. Certainly bottom top. All right, we'll get him for 1. I know, Hydrate Bot. I know, I should have gotten a glass of water before I sat down to stream. My voice could really use it. I appreciate you guys coming to the Brew Spy Show, even though I'm kind of low energy tonight. This is me on the lower energy side than usual. Here's the Skyfisher we saw. Let's not forget about the Strands in the graveyard. Like he could tap the Skyfisher. Gosh, and another tribe. Well, that's not good. I think we're dead, actually. Well, that's not true. We have blockers on the ground. We have ground blocks. But we kind of have to... we have to hit. So we can go to 1. I don't think we're getting this game either. Game 1 though we theoretically had. So if you're thinking about like decks to buy for Pauper, like this is a very powerful option. I personally punted the first game, so yeah, we had it all rolled up, and I just didn't drop an island, so it matters. And I wouldn't even say it's a very complex combo, to be honest with you. It's relatively simple, which makes it all the more embarrassing to screw that up. Journey, okay. You have to choose the bear. Bolt my face. His hand could just be burn spell, burn spell. And it's like, alright, well, had all of these. Not much I could do. Makes me kind of wish I hadn't played the second tribe, by the way. Because if it is, he's at 23 life, if it is going to come down to that close, I'll definitely wish I had. Well, yeah. Alright, his hand's empty. So we discard the logic to counter the prismatic strands. Shadow Rift. Blessing. Ah, we didn't get there. There it is, though. Game. We don't have enough mana to cast the Inside Out. And we actually don't have enough cards in hand to actually kill. But we finished the league. And therefore I will be able to get us into this deck for next stream. Why don't we goof off a little bit, though, to a new game. I'll load up something. Not Arena. I'm all arena'd out. Why don't we could talk a little bit about Robopod while I boot up something in the background. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out, even though it was just a short little stream. One of the reasons why I wanted to squeeze it in today, despite the fact that I had overtime and I'm exhausted, is because I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow because I have a concert to go to, my buddy's last band's show, his last show for his band. So this is actually originally based on a Flash game. Yes. I don't know if we want music or sound. Well, we'll see if the sound and the music is obnoxious or not. So this is actually kind of a precursor to Slay the Spire.
Select your character.
Extra gold, drawing lots of cards. Extra gold seems good for just starting out. Ranger is always first. Critical hits, knight. Anti-magic abilities. Large amounts of damage, expense of your life. Healing, great at tanking. Yeah, let's go with
Looks like
rogue.
you could use an extra blade.
Time for some real fun.
I'll make sure no one.
No one shall escape by your command.
Long as we
I'm just trying to get a good random name.
Looks like you've been
Sea Doom,
How could I ever?
Storm Seed Meat Runner,
Let's get going, shall we?
Fox
Looks like you can
Smoker.
no problem.
Some of these names,
I
man.
will strike
Cloudwing.
shadows against our enemies.
Cloudwing. I like it. Heart says wizard. Modern player says go first. What? Alright, as the Empire expanded, settlements sprang up along its edges, populated by the desperate and the brave. These settlers rely on the Monster Slayers Guild for protection from the many horrors on the borders of the Empire. Your quest is simple enough, but easier said than done. Slay 3 legendary monsters and return as a true monster slayer. Alright, many wish to. Okay. Elderberry Forest.
My blade is at the ready.
Yeah, this is kind of like the before Slay the Spire kind of situation. I picked it up for like $2 on Steam. Not that they're paying me anything, obviously, but I did pick it up super cheap. Right, welcome. Represented by a deck of cards. Unplayed cards stay in your hand. Right click on a card twice to discard it. Why would I want to discard it? Mana action points. Okay. One mana at the start of each turn. You may mulligan. I mean, this hand's fine, I assume. Why is my character flying? That's what I want to know. It's kind of weird that they float like that. Alright, Chain Strike. Deal 2 physical damage +1 for each other Chain Strike you've played. Draw a card. Improvise, block. Gain 3 AP. That's cool. He's dead. You defeated the bandit. Excellent. Find a treasure chest. You'll come across, make choices. Most of these decisions. Concentrate. Choose one. Draw 1 card, heal 6, or deal 5 pure damage. Accuracy support. Your attacks this turn cannot be dodged. I like the flexibility on that other card.
Let's see how they handle my blade.
Alright, whenever you defeat an enemy, you gain some XP and gold. Once your XP bar fills, bar on the top left, you level up or gain all your hit points. It's mulligan. Keep.
Charging up.
Let's just deal damage here. This plays great, despite it looking like a Flash game. It's really smooth, which is nice.
See if you can dodge this. Level up.
I'm into this. I can see why this is kind of like the precursor to Slay the Spire. Alright, either choose a reward or new card to add to your deck. Mana Vial. 6 mana, then banish this card. Deal 4 damage, gain 2 AP, then draw a card. This card's insane. Like, why would I not want that? I guess I could have upgraded a card instead.
Let's see how they handle my blade.
I'll keep this.
Get ready for this.
Perfect.
We haven't seen the backstab yet. Deal 1 physical damage for each card played, including this. Interesting. Victory!
Level up.
Okay. Starting HP, health potion. Enemies now have a chance to drop a health potion. All rogues start with more action points. Replace attack 1 with chain strikes. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming I want to equip that stuff, right?
My blade is ready.
Let's do this.
Choose a companion. Bard, draw 1 card, gain 3 AP. Thief, gain 10 coins. So, money or better. I mean, like, we're still building our deck, I assume. What game is this called? Twitch says I'm still playing MTG. Oh, my bad, Mohawks. Yeah, I've been trying to get in the habit of making sure I update. So this is called Monster Slayer. But yeah, I'll switch that. If we're going to play this for much longer, I might as well. This is technically an Aftershow game. We do sometimes play non-magic at the end. But yeah, I'll look it up. Monster Slayers. Yeah, no worries, Mohawks. This game is sweet though. It's on sale for like $2 at the moment. So stick around. Yeah, we are in Aftershow mode. I'll take the thief. I'll take the thief. Fox hair. I don't know, that weapon she has makes me think of a hula girl. Done. Hula girl joins your party.
Let's do this.
This hand seems great. Chain strike. Damage. Oh, meant to do that.
Perfect.
So does she actually not fight? She just... I guess she just does that. Alright, let's go to the merchant after we should go this way then to the merchant, right?
Let's do this.
Get some more fights in. This hand looks fine.
See if you can dodge this.
We are actually poisoned. That sucks. Alright, so Flame Strike. You want to end with the backstab because it's based on how many cards we played that turn. You level up. I mean, the problem with Chain Strike is we'd have to have a lot of Chain Strikes in the deck. I imagine we should just take Dagger. We also could have upgraded some of our other stats. Alright, delete. Let's delete something. Let's delete this. Okay, now deleting is 60. Let's upgrade something. So let's upgrade the backstab. Oh, I should have seen what they had for sale first. Crit damage. That's fine. You come across a guard captain, you may train with her to gain action points or upgrade your cards. Sweet.
Everyone, be careful.
Alright, it's a trap. It's automatically defeated after a few turns, but all damage reduced by 50% unless you are a rogue, which we are. Machine strike. You defeated the trap, you gain a random item. Cool. Restoring Glove of Retribution. Alright, which way do we need to go now? We could go back to the merchant, that's nice. Let's check out this treasure. Find a treasure chest. Let's take a card. Yeah, I'll take a backstab. Alright,
Everyone, be careful. Here it goes.
yeah. 1 damage. Shy.
Deeper knowledge, greater power.
Magic Missile, just 12 pure damage for 4 mana. We don't have a lot of mana in our deck. I actually think I just want more starting AP. Don't think I just want to load up on cards that are kind of eh. You know, you don't want to overload your deck in this game. Like any sort of deck builder, that's definitely a quick way to kind of gum up your deck. Fly. 50% dodge? Huh. Alright,
Here it goes. Get ready for this. Yep. I hope everyone is all right.
not bad. Alright, let's keep fighting the ones that are on the easier side.
Let's see how they handle my blade.
Look at that guy. Some of the art in this game is like, alright. This is fine though. Ow. We should heal.
Charging up. See if you can dodge this.
Not enough mana. That's the problem with concentrate. We might be dead. At least we healed at the end there. Oh, well, we leveled up. We're good. Alright, health vial. See, health vials actually seem like they're solid to have in your deck, but let's keep getting more starting AP. I was thinking about visiting the healer, but let's mulligan that. We blocked some of it. And see, the thing is I'm not regenerating our mana very quickly, so these concentrates actually seem like they were a bad choice for our deck. So I should have right-clicked on it. We can discard cards we can't use. Yeah, I should have done that earlier. we're not doing so hot. I mean, I'm still learning the mechanics. It's definitely going to play a bit differently than Slay the Spire.
Charge ya! Yep. Yep. Here it goes. Bring on the hard stuff.
We're at 25 health. Spider Queen. No. Let's go to the Captain. We have a lot of AP. Maybe we should like upgrade a card instead. Backstab level 3. Healer. Let's kill this archer.
No problem.
This guy's played a lot of cards in a turn. He's still going? Kidding me,
Get
right?
ready for this. Here it goes.
Oops, I played that in the wrong order accidentally, but it didn't matter. Yeah. Well, we're about to level, though. This guy's level 2. He'll probably level us. Oh, they even tell you. Look at the top left. When I mouse over it, it shows us that we're meters filling up. Okay. Nice.
No problem.
Roll again.
Yep.
I didn't even break through my armor. Actually, healing there is redundant. I should have just maybe drew a card. Oh, maybe not. Maybe healing was correct. Look at that. We're at 8.
Deeper knowledge, greater power.
Hand size increases to 4. Nice. Okay, there's the merchant. We have a lot of money now, but kind of want to farm these earlier dungeons. Mulligan. Keep. Trying to build up the chain strikes. That's really what we're supposed to be doing, by the way, and I'm kind of misplaying that. I'm starting to understand what this class wants to be doing. See?
The thrill of the hunt was worth the price.
That makes sense. As a rogue, we kind of want to build up to one big turn, so we haven't explored here and here. We won't always be able to fully explore the dungeons. As this game gets harder, obviously, we'll have to just go for the objective sometimes. Let's delete more cards. Deleting cards is really powerful to do. Let's get rid of some more basic attacks. Alright, you find an ancient carved stone altar covered in runes that says, "The Harbinger does not fear the blade." You run your fingers through the rune and the stone crackles with power. You may investigate the altar to see what blessing it offers. If you claim its gift, you gain 2 level 1 pure strike cards, but your companion abilities have their cooldowns increased. I'll take the gift. I also forgot to use Hula Girl. Out of context, that sounds terrible. No, I forgot to use her ability, I should say. The mage. Magic. Gain 5 magic, 1 random effect. That sounds cool. And it doesn't even cost any mana to use. That seems sweet. And then it draws a card? That's an amazing card. That seems a little bit too strong, actually. That seems too strong to me. The fact that it doesn't cost any mana at all. Let's delete another card. This card seems too good. Gain 5 mana and 1 random effect. They suffer Ignite 5, Poison 4, Weaken 3, then draw a card. This card seems too good. Seems a little too good.
Let's see how they handle my blade.
These games aren't always perfectly balanced.
Perfect.
To the merchant. So what options have we got? Delete, view wares. Ooh, it's too expensive. I don't want to waste 5 gold restocking. I keep forgetting to use the character ability. Alright, before we start this boss. Alright. Yep, sticky webs. Got it. This hand actually seems pretty good. I need to remember to use that ability for sure. Okay, so.
Yep.
We should use weekend since it's a boss. Oh, it's at random. Okay, it's at random. Never mind, we don't get the juice. Got it.
Charging up. Get ready for this.
Trying to build up a bunch of chain strikes.
Charging up. Get ready for this. Here it goes.
Ah, almost killed him in one go. Get the discard a card. That sucks. He's at 11. I almost want to just discard that.
Yep.
Deeper knowledge, greater power.
Alright, hunk of meat. Consumable, recover 15, then delete this card and draw a card. Nice, nice. Or more chain strikes. Chain strike seems insane. Let's go back to the merchant. Delete, upgrade cards, view wares. See, we could restock here. We could just get something. 1 armor versus missiles, 1 more starting AP, more crit strike damage, more critical strike chance. Hello. Yeah, we'll buy the brace. Bracers? Bracelets?
Deeper
Bracers?
knowledge, greater power.
Alright. Replace an attack with throw bomb. Deal large damage, then it's banished. Replace with reposition. Draw a card, then draw another card. Seems good.
Soon I will be invincible.
Upgrade points. Unlock. Okay. Seems good. To the Crystal Caverns or the forest?
My blade is ready.
This game's pretty. I'm getting definitely those tickles of Card Hoarder. I mean, Slay the Spire as I play this. Now choose a second companion. Alright, Warrior, gain 15 block, cooldown 3 battles, or just straight up cancel the next 2 enemy cards. Are you kidding me? That seems insane. Jewel Claw. No. This guy's Krillin. It's like old man Krillin. Alright, Hula Girl and Krillin. Alright, Paladin? What? We don't have any money though. So
Let's do this.
Just because I keep forgetting to use those abilities.
Here it goes.
This game is pretty sweet. This is probably like the best $2 I've spent on the Steam store in a long while. On your hand, cancel the next attack card played by the enemy. Then deal 5. Okay, so we want this in our hand. Understood.
Critical hit. Yep.
Yeah, retaliate. That card's sweet. So sometimes your cards come from your equipment. I get that. Retaliate came from... Oh, maybe it didn't. Yeah. As Your Lord Bracelet gave us the Retaliate card. Alright, so let's see.
Critical hit.
They never stood a chance.
Merchant, but we have, like, no money. Let's fight this Medusa.
Let's do this. Ready my blade.
Ow. Guys, we might die here. This Medusa is pretty strong. Well, this hand's bonkers if we live long enough to use it. Nope, we died. You lose. Alright, fame collected from this run will be added to your total unlock.
Defeat.
But like a true roguelite. I wouldn't call this a roguelike. I'd call it a roguelite. I mean, cool. Like the next run I do with a rogue is going to be
Soon I will
better.
be invincible.
Upgrade points. Future heroes starting with more HP. 20% chance to drop health potions that restore 50%. I think that's better. Seems better. Yeah. Oh. Bosses are guaranteed to drop loot.
Select your character.
Alright. I think I'm done with that game, and therefore I think I'm done with the show. But I'll see you guys on the next Brews by the Magic Guy. Thanks for staying for the after show, you guys. There's a bunch of people here. Blows my mind. I have more games that I want to play or what have you. Like Grim Dawn, I've heard this was on sale, and this is one of the best. Like people other than so this is the single player experience that Diablo 3 should or could have been like, the successor to Diablo 2. And then if you guys have never played Path to Exile was definitely at least the multiplayer experience that it should have been. So if you were to blend those two games together, you know, Grim Dawn with the multiplayer and the catchiness of Path of Exile is what I meant to say. I don't know how well this game would stream. I also want to do sometime, like, we have a lot of games that I'd like to stream with you guys. Obviously the focus of the stream is Magic, but as my computer gets better, I'd like to play some of these other games with you guys. That's why I put them up on the screen. That wasn't just hey, look at all these different, like, this isn't my older brother and I, we share our Steam libraries. So, you know, it's not like this is every game that we own collectively. It's just these are the ones that I figure we might like. Sundered could be sweet. Like this I haven't played yet, and I want to. I just got this on sale this year. I mean, I'd like to play Grim Dawn. I'm worried if we start it tonight, it's already 1 a.m, so that'd probably be a bad move. to do. I'm just trying to see if I have like a game that'd be like really quick and fun. But we're playing like, okay, so that game we just played, like I have a few other games that are just like it. Like Slay the Spire is the most popular one that's that kind of style. Second is another type of game just like that. The game we just played was Monster Slayers. These are all kind of in the same genre right here. They're all adventure deck builders. I'm tired though, Brian. If I'm saying I'm too tired to do a speed brew, I really shouldn't play another game. But I appreciate you, Brian. Yeah, let's do a little bit of push. That'll be fun. There's like a couple puzzles, and then I'm probably gonna go sleep. My bed is calling to me. But I appreciate you guys coming to the show. I really do. Oh, nice. It picked up where we left off. Imagine that. Ah. Oh, I just did it in the wrong order, that's all. Yeah, sleep is important. This is true, Brian. Okay. Huh. There we go. Oh, that was not right. Okay. Ah, I knew it. I had a feeling it was going to be... Alright, hold up. Okay. Oh, it was these two actually first. Oh, it does let us start in the back row. Got it. That's kind of an annoying puzzle. I mean, like that's the thing. Like puzzles are great. Puzzles are great. All right, maybe we do the ones first. I imagine. Okay, this one's gonna be pretty simple then. If it's just literally go in order. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, I misclicked though. Ready? I know, wrong. All right, one. Turn around. Here I am like mocking the puzzle like, oh, this will be easy, and then I immediately screw up. Alright, threes. Fours. Ah! They just take a while because you have to kind of turn around and around and around. Okay, different kind of puzzle now. Interesting. Oh, this is going to be a real pain. My goodness. Oh, but they're all locked in now. Okay. Ones. How do I get to that one? Oh, I might have to solve square first. Oh, that's a triangle, obviously. Whoops. Huh. Okay, hang on. We got a real thinker here, chat. And again, maybe it's just because I'm a little tired. I shouldn't give myself that excuse, though. Can we get the ones now, or no? That's still pushed down. Okay, so we need to figure out, is there one that I can get to all the different pieces of? It looks like it's triangle, actually. It's triangle I have to do next. Okay, so we do triangle. Okay, we did triangle. Okay, so square, square, square. We could do ones now. Now, we probably got this puzzle from here. I needed to realize that I had to do triangle. There's another one. What? Maybe one isn't the next part of the puzzle they want me to complete. We could do twos. So twos are done. Threes. Fours. Let me look at this guy again. Fives. And sixes. Okay, numbers down. Now we can finish the squares. Ooh. Huh. That's gonna be hard. Okay, hold up. We need to memorize the puzzle from... So I have to memorize the puzzle, and then we're controlling it on the other side. Like if I move it forward... No, okay, we need to turn it this way, right? Yeah. And then we move it once. Circle, circle, circle. So one more forward movement. Now we turn it wrong way. Circle, circle, circle. How did I just screw it up? There we go. Circle. Just making sure it's pointed the right way. Got there. Alright, so that's circle. Square. I screwed up. White first, maybe? Maybe we do the black squares first. So forward. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, it wants us to do all the ones that are on the same side. It's not based on the colors. I see. And now we can do the ones on this side. Got there. It's a nice little puzzle. Oh, this looks delightful. Oh, the bar behind it. That's the starting point. Okay, okay. Got there. I was kind of butterfingering that. Alright, so starting point. There's the starting point. Oh. What am I missing here, chat? So start with this one. Huh. I don't really understand why that was that order. Which is not good, because if I don't understand that, then yeah, I won't understand this puzzle either. So it was like, duh. Alright, so do. They're just directional. I get it. I think I get it now. So I was kind of wrapping around. It's like if we start here, then I come around to here, and then this guy comes around to here, and this guy comes around to here, and this guy comes around to there. It makes sense. You go wrap around to this guy, and you wrap around to this guy wraps around to that guy wraps around to that guy. Alright, you go to you, then we're going up, then we're going to the right. Down, left, right, left. Engineering is hard, Brian. Can be. I feel like it's only you and me in here, Brian, but that's okay. I appreciate you being here regardless. Alright, hold up. So this is coming around to that. And that goes to that guy, and that guy wraps around this way to there, then we go up and around this way, then we're this guy. Pretty sure it's just you and me, Brian. That's A-okay. You to you. Oh, that's not happy. Oh. Black to white to black. Nope. Black to white. So, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. That was a little confusing. I mean, it wasn't terribly complicated, just confusing at first. So, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Come back around. That one. I do like that puzzle though. That's a little fun brain twister right there. Alright, so black to the white, black to white to black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Okay. Black, white, 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 You guys are following these puzzles, right? Like, this isn't jumping over anybody's head. Because it is confusing. Alright, so hold up. So this guy to this guy to that to this. Nope, screwed up. You to you to you to lever to weird. It's over your head? No, this isn't that hard. Okay, I spoke too soon. This looks hard. You to you. Move. Nope. You? Yeah, you first. You to here. To here. To here. To move you. To move you. To here. You go to the you. Darn it. Okay, hold on. Restart. Start over. Right. You, move, you. Nope. Okay. Start. You to you to you. Now we need to wrap around this way, so we move that back, then that touches this one. And then this one, yeah, that's pretty obvious, but like where does, there, I got it. Yes, okay. I just overcomplicated it, that was all. Buttons. BrewSpy is actually a robopod and therefore never sleeps. Chat him up on... Yeah, I am a robopod. Ooh, beam me up, Scotty. Alright. Oh. Yeah. Buttons. So, starting point. So hold up, what does this guy see? Oh, first of all, I shouldn't have twisted the... Oh gosh. Alright, so we're starting here. So you are looking to connect to something here? Oh wait, that works. Here to here. And then we spin that around, touches that guy. Okay, this guy sees this guy. Then this guy sees this guy. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Ah, okay, hang on. Oh, this one's really hard to reset too. This puzzle was a little complex. Okay, you to you, and then we did you to... What did I connect you with? I forget what I connected it with. So, doot, something over here that we're not remembering. Oh yeah, this guy connects to this guy. And, oh, I screwed it up. Yeah, I missed a step. Alright, hold up. Let's reset. Okay, so... You C. And we do that, and then I can. There should be one here. Here we go. Nope. You. What did you connect to? I can't remember. Should be like a. There it is. You touch you, then you go to you. And then when we do that, technically he's pointing to here when we flip him over. And then he's pointing to this guy. And this is where it gets kind of kooky, because I'm not sure. Like, it should just connect to that. Okay, I just didn't connect the two pieces. That's all. Okay. You to you to you. Oh, you. Okay, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. Okay, starting point, white, black, oh, white, black, white, black. White, black, white, black. All right, starting point. Oh, wait, you can finish the puzzle. Okay. I didn't really see what I was like, wait, what? Alright, I'm just looking for the starting point. There he is. Yep. Okay. Oh. I wonder why that's breaking the circuit, so to speak. You. Nope, wrong one. You. Well, I think my brain's fried because I can't solve. I mean, I don't think this one's terribly complicated, but I think my brain juice has run dry. But that was fun, guys. I'll see you on another after show for the Bruce by the Magic Guy show. But I had a good time with you guys. All right, let's see the intro to Grim Dawn. I've heard it's really really good. Let's like look at the intro. It'll be a little teaser because I think that's the next after show game I'd like to play with you guys. I think that might be fun. The problem is it's not full screened on my other monitor, which is awkward. See if it'll let me go into settings. It's a little bit the wrong size. That'll do. So it does have the DLCs, I think. Oh, okay, that's an external website. I heard that you definitely should consider playing this game hardcore mode. I'm just curious. I'm curious. I've heard good things. I also got this on the cheap. What happened to the character we just made? Did it not work? Create. There we go.
We paid a heavy price, but the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this. But the bonds hold. For now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you kill a spirit, though?
If you kill the mortal vessel while it's bound, the spirit may perish within. If it escapes...
It's listening to us.
What are you?
Others of your kind name us ethereal.
Why have you invaded our world?
Your world. We existed first, and were managed by your corrupt gods. Your part opened the way, and now we return to reclaim what by right should be ours.
I've heard enough of this rubbish. Let's hang it.
Destroy this vessel, and I will find another. I have tasted its desires and emotions. Your kind is weak. You have already lost this war.
Do it.
Epic. Oh man.
Captain,
Epic stool kick.
What? Are you mad? Better safe than sorry.
The spirit has fled.
This is a human now.
The captain is correct. When they awaken, they won't remember a thing.
Ethereal was right. The war is lost. We're a resistance now, and we need every human survivor we can call to our cause. Maybe this one here can still die with some honor. If they ever wake up...
I'm assuming we're the one that almost got hanged.
If they don't, bury him deep with the others.
Yeah, I would assume that was us. Oh, so this game sports a dual class system, which is kind of neat. I have a cardboard shield. Awesome. Or wooden shield.
Still drawing breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared you. You were possessed. So we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body. He's up the road. What are you standing around here for?
Wait, up the road this way? Some guy named Chester. Alright. Building site must be restored. Okay. This looks like it'd be a good game for kiting and handles really well. Usually when I play action RPGs, I'll play like a ranged class and do some... You know what I mean when I say kiting, right, chat?
I didn't really see a sense in it, but then again, no one really cared.
Our quest is this way.
You're not looking too bad for someone just going back
Rift
from the
gates
brink of
allow you to
death.
create a portal
You
and
were taken,
teleport. Got it.
possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally I'd have burned you with the rest to be safe, but we've lost too many people to the bodies of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. You will need to fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've crossed the stream on the far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill.
What? Illusion be gone? It's weird. You can't enter. Understood.
See what's left of what was.
Oh yeah, totally Diablo 2 vibes now. Illusion purging powder. It's weird that spacebar is game pause. Like, what are the controls? Oh, I'm sure it'll give us a tutorial. Devil's Crossing. Enter the cave. You gonna shoot them or what? Musket might be a good idea. This thing reloads really fast. This thing's excellent. Components apply bonuses to items. Okay. Handle's okay for kiting. See, I don't know if I want to build a ranged character in this game. Just because... Oh, actually... So I don't actually have to have them moused over for it to do what I want it to do. So that's always good. Ooh, yes. I still haven't found this cave I'm supposed to find. Well, maybe it's good that we found a portal because I'm kind of maybe going a little further than I was supposed to. Granted, I mean, this is like got a little bit of sandbox world to it, so I don't have to follow the main quest yet necessarily. Could just mindlessly kill zombies until I feel like bed. Buckler. Okay. Skills, codex, character. Okay, skills. Alright, soldiers. Soldiers. Yep. Devotion? Oh, this looks like Skyrim. The Builder. Manifestation of a nameless hero fights with you. Targo Celestial Hammer. Arcane Barrier. Falcons. See, the problem is, like, I would want to, like, see... Call forth an Eldritch Hound to snap and tear at your foes. Fissure. Turning your weapons into conduits of your fiendish might. Chaos damage. Huh. Meteor shower. Just curious if there's any that are like related to ranged weapons, because I was thinking maybe I'd do a ranged class to start. This thing seems powerful. Lightning damage. Second recharge, target area, meter radius. Sounds like you're throwing a spear of light or energy. Lightning energy. None of these like symbols like look like an archer though, do they? I mean, this one makes me think of Crossroads. It's just like really basic. It's like a woodsman. That's interesting. Let's go to select class though. Alright, the demolitionist. Explosives, destructive magic, fight at range. Okay. Cultist. Summoning. Interesting. Nightblade. Martial weapons. Or fight from a distance with blades. Arcanist. Elemental. Shaman. Huh. Alright, well, let's go with Demolitionist. Or you can undo the class selection, that's nice. Ranged attack Splinter. So we kind of want to go down this path, it seems. So I don't have any points for this anyway. Alright. Sorry to do a little bit of theory crafting there, guys. I know that's no fun. I mean, I like theory crafting, though, so... Should I even bother using a basic attack anymore? Does this actually cost me any extra energy or anything? Energy cost is 1. It seems like I might as well switch that to my... Yeah. I might as well just be using that as my basic attack. Oh, there's my objective. Nice. How do I get down there? Yeah, so the dual class system, I don't know what class I want to pair with this yet, but I think I wanted to do kind of a ranged thing. I mean, maybe like a summoner that's also ranged might be fun. As like a first class. That's a lot of where the replayability in this game is, from what I've been told, is the dual class system. Because you get a very different playthrough, even if I start as this base class, like adding a different class to it. Oops. Oh, it handles good for an older game. I'm glad about that. Yeah, so that's much worse. Okay, so that's a component we have to let go. Thought I saw something back there. Why won't you die? Okay, that's much better. If we're going to play a ranged class, I'm glad we can zoom out a little bit. It's much too close. Nice. Oh, I can't use those. Need a lot more physique. Oh, 4 points available. So physique, I need a ton more physique to be able to wear a lot of this stuff. So cunning seems to be ranged. That's useful. Just combine all of the components I had collected so far. Exit. Oh, I guess the boss, or well, the elite minion that we killed deep down in here was the only objective we really had to do. Can we teleport back to town? I guess not yet. So 6 points. Explosive strike. Increase the potency of fire strike with an explosive charge. And we still don't have any devotion points. Oh, okay. So, Ascendant, Chaos, Eldritch, Order, Primordial. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty deep. Dope. Build system. So wait, really quick. So all we're doing is we're just increasing this. Okay, got it. It's just like a passive. Seems like it scales with us because we went back through this content already, but there are monsters that are the same level as us. Which is a good thing. I think scaling is a good thing.
The dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are... A creature was doing this? Disturbing. I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors.
Alright, I'm fine ending there for now. Alright guys, I am going to bed finally. Yeah, so that's interesting. See, I don't know what other class I'm going to go with this character. The thing about multi-classing is you start to go down the path of one of the other classes and then you don't finish, you know, kind of like true classic D&D style. You start to not go down the I mean, you don't finish the skill tree of the other class if you start down the path of another. All right, anyway, yeah, we're already level 6. I'll see you guys though on the next show. I'll see you. You have a good night. Bye now. Bye. I'll see you.